Alright, today we're going to take a look at the SIG Elite Defense 9mm V-Crown ammo. This is 115 grain. What is SIG saying here? They're saying 1185 feet per second with 359 foot-pounds of energy. We're going to be, as always, shooting it through the clear ballistics gel block here, using the FN 509 midsize as our test gun. I've been pretty impressed with some of the SIG ammo I've seen. I was at a PRS class. A couple guys are running their rifle ammo and having really good results with it. So hopefully the pistol ammo is as good. SIG kind of seems to be taking over the world lately as far as guns and ammo. So hopefully this stuff lives up to expectations. Alright, so test results from the SIG Elite Defense 9mm 115 grain. So starting with the block, as you can see the wound channels here, running the full length, both are nice, what you'd expect from a 9mm hollow point wound channels, kind of starting big, opening up, and then streamlining towards the back half as the round loses velocity. So the first round that I shot through our test gun was with the standard, for me, one layer of denim, one layer of fleece on the front of the block here to kind of simulate like a light jacket. I'm in a relatively cold part of the country where it rains a lot, so people wear jackets probably 3/4 of the year. So this test makes a lot of sense for a lot of parts of the country. The first round went all the way through the first block here, which is 16 inches, into our second block about 4 inches. I kind of looked at the block and initially was concerned that the round had failed and got gummed up with material, with fibers. So I dug it out, and here's what we got. And filming outside is nice for the ambiance, but the sun's kind of messing with me a little bit there. So it did not gum up totally. It did expand, probably not to its fullest, but the round didn't fail totally. It kind of had I would say, a marginal performance through the fabric. Didn't come apart really. Nice V-crown. You can see what they're talking about with little V's in here. So not bad. Just to see, I pulled the fabric off, fired another round through there, and got this guy, which is what I would call full expansion for this round. Alright, you can see how the petals come all the way back down around and touch the base. It's reached its maximum diameter. It's penetrated all the way down to the bottom of the cavity, which you can see at the center there. And you're just getting the most out of that bullet at this point. So this first one is not a total failure. It did expand. It did perform better than a full metal jacket, and it transferred more energy even when it was gummed up with fabric. But it's definitely not as good as this guy right here. So I will measure both of these, both diameter and weight, and put the notes up on the side, kind of like I do with the velocity. Talking about velocity, SIG is advertising 1185 feet per second out of these bad boys. Oops. And every single round I fired was well above that. The high was a little 1255, and the low was 1223. I'll post the average, standard deviation, energy, all that on the side as well. So even out of a test gun with a kind of mid-compact size, we are getting above advertised velocity, which is outstanding. Normally I think companies, when they test this stuff, even though it's self-defense ammo for concealed carry, they're testing it in 5.5 inch barrel gun, which isn't really representative. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this ammo. Yeah, I mean, it could have done better through the fabric. Other rounds, like some of the Federal rounds, have, but it wasn't bad. It didn't come up completely, and it didn't come apart. And the round that went through bare gel did awesome. The velocity is great. So I would consider this a good round. Everything has its ups and downs, so make your decision, and hopefully this has been helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.